episode of FUM0032 machining. We are going to deal with the pulley and the variator pulley and the bearing of this shaft. It's not the first time I did it as it was done originally, but now it's I have a little bit different approach here. I'm going to use ball bearings, and yeah, there will be, I already did it, some time traveling, so I did it already, but I did put it on video how I took apart the pulley. It's not one of the easiest things in the world to do. I still need to do I have solved a little problem which is about the how and which type of ball bearings to use. Okay. Well, what I need to do is to do some paperwork, do a working design. Luckily I do have the original shaft. This part is how it mounts into the machine, so this could be replicated as is. It's not too hard. There are some oil holes in here which I don't replicate because we are no more using any oil there. There will be ball bearings with grease, and furthermore I probably could have used this shaft, but it's I have no idea how hard material this is, probably very hard, and yes, well, let it do. I will use this, it is probably cold rolled steel. Hopefully it doesn't become a banana when I machine it in the lathe. These cold rolled steel tend to have that kind of behavior. And well, and then there is one thing I need to take care of, and I need to think a little bit more. Well, there is a middle disc which is floating, going up and down. Then this disc is this is the pulley. So it's mounted with 4 very steady screws here. And then there will be another similar on the other side, which is at the moment it's a very tight fit, and there is an index or this key here, but it's not enough. I'm pretty sure this will come out. In the first instance it has a possibility to do that, so therefore I need to think about how do I put it into this shaft. Glue, yeah, that could be one possibility, because it doesn't need to come apart anymore, because we are using bearing here. The original approach is a screw from this end which holds this in place, but since there will be a bearing race, the bearing will be mounted this side too. It's no more possible to use this screw approach. So therefore, glue is one possibility, and it's not a bad one, because after that, well, it doesn't come out. But if you really want to come out, you have to warm this up really hot, and then it comes out. Okay. Then you could bore a hole which is partly. It's a dog screw, I believe, the correct English word. So you draw a hole, tap it, and then put a set screw there. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Glue is better on my point of view. So probably it will be glued. So and it's easier to do. Once you get it there, it will be yeah. That also means that I need, because this is so tight fit that no glue is, there is no room for glue. I need to maybe a little bit emery paper, just a little bit, make it a little bit rough, and take something away, not much, just a hair, and then you can actually, you have some room for the glue, which then holds very tightly. Okay, this is one thing I need to do. The ball bearings are now at the moment, because they had these are older than me, unused though, but older than me, and these are now in solvent. I'm just solving, well, trying to solve the grease away from these. Okay, and now the rest of this video is taking apart the pulley and some of my thoughts on the way, but now, since you know the result, you can stop here if you want. But I won't reveal you how to take this pulley apart. It was kind of an experience, because I don't have the needed puller to get it apart. Yeah, and yes, I was with my wife today. I was waiting her in the hair dresser, barber, and accidents happen. So yeah, okay, let's see now. So I stop babbling, now you can look in the video. Okay, as you can see, well, this is the variator. It's fully operational, but it leaks oil. Oil with these belts is not a very good idea. So it's also making everything dirty here. I don't like the idea. Furthermore, this is oil that has been leaking through the system. Well, I've been away 2 months, and I assume all the oil has been drained out from the place where it should be. So I will make a new shaft, shaft inside here, and in order to get a suitable piece of material, I need to take this away, and then I can measure the shaft, how large it is. So now let's start with that one. Well, the belts are now there, taken off, and well, as you can see, it's really dirty already down there, and it has not been running very long. So now just pull this off from here. I will need 2 hands for that. Let's see if I can place the camera here. Oh yeah. So let's take this out. There you are. Yeah. Okay. And oil is coming out from that hole already. Yeah. So this is something I need to do one time more. Okay, it is dripping oil. Okay, let it drip. I put here something that will take the drops. Oh, why is it so black? That's funny. Okay, anyway, this needs to be redone with ball bearings in this end and in this end. After that, I don't need any oil in it. Well, the only difference here is that it's no more possible to slide this way. Well, when I was adjusting the speed, I noticed that it will slide only about 1 centimeter. And well, that's I assume that you can put it as steady here. So that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, and now if I want to, and I want to take the whole assembly away, you need to lose here 2 bolts down here, and then up here we have 4 more bolts. So actually 6 very easy bolts to remove, and then there is a nut backside there which should be also removed. Okay, this is the oil cap which now becomes useless, and oh, well, let it drip. This is horrible. Okay, now I measure it. Okay, this is not an accurate measurement. It doesn't need to be, because I'm going to just the measurement at this moment is just to ensure that when I buy the material tomorrow, I will have a large enough piece for this operation. So I could actually estimate it as is, but better measure. Well, I have this quesometer, and it says 33 millimeters, quite exactly, but if they have something like 35 millimeters or even 40 millimeters, then I will take that. 40 is my preference, the diameter. And now another quesometer, the length of this piece, and this is well, 22 centimeters. Well, if I take 25 or 25 centimeters, so 25 centimeters long and 40 millimeters diameter. Also, so 250 millimeters times 40 millimeters. Okay, and that should be enough for my thing, and I probably will take 2 such pieces, because there is a great danger that I have to redo it. This piece of metal was originally some scrap. I really don't know what the material is. It didn't the surface here, as you can hear, it's really rough. And on the other hand, this one, it's really nice. I don't know what happened here, and well, maybe my speeds and feeds, who knows. Well, with ball bearings you can make it just undersize for the bore in this device. There is a hole through there, and then you can the ball bearings is the accurate surface we need here now. After that, well, that's about the measuring. Now I am pretty tired. I go to sleep, and tomorrow I will fetch the material with my wife, and then we go on with this one. This one, the top one needs to come off. It's sitting there. The bronze bushing, Hülse in Deutsch, is sitting there down, and this is a press fit there. It comes out, and you should avoid any violence, ultra-violence with this one. Well, and as you can see, it's not very easy to adapt press. So the best way to get this out, yeah, you will see, it doesn't look very comfortable, but well, that's the way you do it. I could, well, this is not the first time I'm taking apart this one. Okay, now let's go on with this one. Okay, here is the unconventional setup which I'm using. Actually, I'm not using ultraviolence here. It's just this press which is pressing the there are 2 tubes like this, on either side of the full pulley, and then this clamp. And it's already gone out 5 millimeters, so I tighten it a little bit. And then very gentle touch, and it comes out a little bit every time. And yes, this is funny, but this works. Okay, the correct way is this hammer and my fist. Really. So you put your fist here and squeeze, and then just hammer the other end, and well, what do you see? So actually when you squeeze your fist, the force around is not negligible. So, got it out, very nice, and there is the index. Okay, and then this one comes out, need to clean it. It's the middle part, which is really important. Yes. Okay. This should come out like this. Yeah, looks great. Except it doesn't look very great when it has this oil all around. Spilled oil, which is not great at all. Okay. Yes, you don't want to drop this. It will. Oh, here we have some oil inside. Okay. Okay. Seems like the O-rings have worked all right. Yes. They probably are working all right. Good. Okay. Way better. Let's take it out. Okay, now this one in a safe place. There. This one too in a safe place. There. And now this is all we need to take care of. Okay. Taking apart the pulley. Ready. The next step is the next step is to take this thing apart. There we need one flat screwdriver for these. Oh, they are tight. Then we need another screwdriver here, and then it's not so tight anymore. Shouldn't be. Yes. Okay, problem solved. So, first of all, this backside bearing. It's on this side here. So, I have a couple of these. These are German made double row bearings, and I took one apart because these need to be cleaned. This grease is older than me, but it's unused. Okay, and then this fits here perfectly. It's a little bit tight, but you can push it in exactly as a bearing should. Sorry about my bad English here. So it needs to be, there needs to be a little bit of a pushing, and then the normal stuff, how you install it into the milling machine side, and that side looks like this. This, I come nearer so you can see. Hopefully it now focus. Thank you. So this part needs to be done separately. There needs to be a pushing. I don't know how I do this. Maybe screwing. No idea at the moment. But I work it out. This just doesn't go there. So there needs to be some sort of a system. Maybe I make it all the way this thickness. So you put the bearing this side on. Maybe that's the way to do it. But then this shaft becomes thinner. Well, this is 20 millimeters against the original. Original was in this case 32 millimeters. So it's a little bit too little, probably. Okay. Then the other end, and this was a no-brainer actually, but this one is a brainer. So at some point you have this shaft coming out from here, and then originally you had this cap which was screwed here on, that keeps the pulley from coming apart. I don't want the pulley to come apart, of course. So, but I still need a bearing. This one is Russian-made bearing. It's a single row, and it is my belief that this end has a little bit less stress than the other one. But still, I have some doubt whether this size of bearing is enough in this case. But 2 is absolutely enough. I can stack them. And furthermore, they are open in one side, and then you have this shield on the other side. It's not dust proof, it's the metallic shield, which makes them, well, you can spin these fast, and then you can put 2 at this side, and that might be enough. Well, I need to plan a little bit more. This is my way of doing. I just look what I have, like this double row bearing. This was absolutely a good find. This is a no-brainer. I use this one, a little bit longer bolts that squeeze this inside there. The fitting is perfect. I don't need to machine anything in this side, and that's a really good thing. I hate machining this. This is silicone bronze, and it's or something else that is really horrible to machine. So okay, and so the next thing I need to do is to figure out what kind of shaft. Okay, this was the whole video. At the moment, next thing I will do, I will sleep. After that, I will actually do some. Probably it's better to sleep. It's always good thing to sleep and let your brain process the thing. Probably tomorrow I notice that it's not a good idea to do ball bearings after all. who knows. Okay, anyway, at the moment it feels like a really good idea. So, till the next time, see you!